Things have been pretty hectic, all right. I think you could probably see that from the reception we got at the airport, and then the reception on Dawson Street as well. It was amazing. I couldn't really get over it. It was a bit surreal, to be honest. Declan's been fantastic. He's brought an awful lot to the setup. He's he brings, like he always says in his interviews, he brings, there's great crack in the camp, and he's a really good coach himself, and he's brought in some great coaches as well. So I think he's brought a huge amount to the squad, and I think it showed in the performances we brought out in the Six Nations. Fingers crossed I'll be available for selection against the Munster team. I've made massive strides in with the injury in the last few days, and I've seen really big improvements. And an awful lot of help, great help from Cameron Steele and all the medical boys in the Ireland setup. And then when I've come back in, James and all the boys in Leinster have been fantastic. So seen really great improvements, and fingers crossed it continues along that path. Obviously, my family kind of relocated when I was quite young, so I started off my rugby down in Cork Con, and got a good grounding there, and then obviously played a little bit up when we came back up to Dublin in DLSP and in Lansdowne as well. So I have a really good grounding, so I understand how important it is to play age grade rugby, and I think it's Centra are sponsoring the camps, because I think it's really important for the young kids to have good exposure to good coaching, which is the guys in the Leinster Development Office are fantastic. So I mean, I would, as a kid, I would have loved to have had that kind of exposure, but I think it'll be great for them, and hopefully good for the game in the future. As inter-pros go, they're always going to be tight and very physical, so I mean, it's going to be a huge challenge for the squad. I think games between ourselves and Ulster have been historically very tight and always very tough to win, but I think the squad there's a good confidence amongst the squad. I think you could see that with the 2 wins over Llanelli and the Ospreys. So we're bringing in a bit of good form into it as well. So hopefully it goes our way, but it'll be a really tough encounter.